Usually, when the home team is trailing by 20 to 30 points, the fans are pretty quiet, and even when the team scores, it doesn't make the arena that much louder.
Butler gets the offensive rebound, lays it up and in. Josh Green thought he got fouled.
You hear that, right? Not too loud. That's usually how it goes. It's what everyone expects. But on Sunday, April 28th, 2024, something amazing happened that totally blew my mind. Check this out. Irving's got the ball, his team's down by 25, and watch this. He sinks a three-pointer. Now listen to the crowd.
Irving, another three. It's good! Timeout, Teron Lue.
Despite being down by over 20 points, the crowd went absolutely electric, and if you couldn't see the score, you'd swear it was a tie game in the fourth quarter with just a few minutes left on the clock.
Kyrie Irving answers back. We've got some shot making going on.
I caught the rest of the game where the Mavericks almost pulled off a historic 31-point comeback, even grabbing the lead at one point in the final minutes. They ultimately didn't win, but man, I was glued to my seat the entire time because of these two incredible players. And it made me think and ponder the question, could this be the greatest experiment the NBA has ever seen?
So Kai's going to have a go right at it. Wow! Exquisite! In desperation, he lights it up! And that is Luka Magic right there! He goes! He is that guy!
In recent NBA history, there's been some truly legendary teams put together, but these weren't experiments. For example, when LeBron, Wade, and Bosh joined forces in Miami, it wasn't an experiment. It was a championship in the making. KD linking up with Steph and Clay on the Warriors wasn't an experiment either. It was activating the ultimate cheat code. And what about Jokic, Murray, and Porter Jr. in Denver? That wasn't an experiment either. It feels more like a glitch in the Matrix, as it all just fell into place by accident, especially when Jokic suddenly became the Neo of the NBA. But pairing Luka and Kyrie together, that was a true unknown. When these two teamed up, predictions were all over the place. Here were two ball-dominant players, both with the reputation of being difficult teammates to work with, and despite their elite skills, the NBA world was skeptical, and they had every right to be. I mean, Luka had reportedly contributed to the departure of the Mavericks championship-winning head coach, and also had strained a relationship with former All-Star teammate Kristaps Porzingis. Kyrie, on the other hand, had abruptly left LeBron James, became blacklisted in the city of Boston, shifted from friends to frenemies with KD and Harden in Brooklyn, and even had a public fallout with the Nets owner. Of course, there's always two sides to every story, and it's likely not all incidents were entirely their fault. However, these reputations preceded them, and understandably. When they joined forces, the NBA community had every reason to view the pairing with skepticism. And they were spot on in the first year too, when these two completely missed out on the playoffs. Today, however, all that has changed. Okay, so the Mavericks aren't exactly the top pick to win the championship. Vegas ranks them 5th, and you could win $140 from a mere $10 bet. But seriously, this might be the most exciting duo I've ever watched play together on a team. Sure, Steph and Clay in their prime were a force to be reckoned with. No doubt LeBron and AD in 2020 were virtually unstoppable. And currently, Jamal Murray and Jokic are tearing it up. But let me pose this question. When was the last time you witnessed two of the most skilled ISO players in the league teaming up together?
Martin trying to jam it in there. What an outlet pass, and Irving lays it in. Oh, what a pass!
I don't want to jinx it, but currently, they're making it look easy against the Los Angeles Clippers, the most star-studded team I've ever seen.
5 to shoot. Against Harden. Doncic lines it up. It goes!
And here's the thing, they're not just beating them, they're doing it with style and flair. I mean, take a look at this clutch three-pointer Luka sank right over Harden.
Against Harden, Doncic lines it up. It goes!
Now, check out this Kyrie Irving wizardry. Despite being the shortest guy out there, he scores big over 3 Clippers players, all trying to hunt him down.
Irving inside, the layup. Oh! How did that go in?
Here's the reality. From what I've seen, Kawhi Leonard's legs can't keep pace with them, Paul George and James Harden can't match their mental toughness, and as for Russell Westbrook, they're not even bothering to guard the 2017 MVP. Play after play after play, the combo of Kyrie and Luka are showing us something we thought wasn't possible. Even if they don't end up winning a championship, they're definitely carving out their own chapter in NBA history as one of the top must-watch duos. Like, this might be the first time we're seeing not Batman and Robin, but Batman and Batman on the same team.
And Irving the other way, cuts inside on Zubac, pulls up and hits a beauty.
When we talk about the NBA's legendary duos, names like Jordan and Pippen, Magic and Kareem, Shaq and Kobe, Steph and Clay, LeBron and Wade, Stockton and Malone, IT and Dumars, Hakeem and Drexler come to mind. Without a doubt, most of these pairs have achieved more in terms of championships than Kyrie and Luka might ever manage. But in each of these dynamic duos, there was always a clear leader and a sidekick, a 1A and 1B. However, with the Mavericks, it's different. For the first time, there are 2 alphas on the same team coexisting perfectly.
Irving dancing, prancing, pulls up, three-pointer, bang!
Let me ask that question again. When was the last time we saw 2 players like them who can completely take over a game from anywhere on the court on the same team together? Whether it's sinking threes, nailing mid-range shots, scoring at the rim, or even game-winning floaters from 20 feet out. These 2 can do it all.
Irving for the win! A southpaw!
We've absolutely never seen anything like this before. It's a privilege to watch, and we all owe Mark Cuban a huge thank you for taking the risk in this experiment and bringing these 2 together. And hold on, it's not over yet. What makes this experiment even more exciting is how the players around them perfectly complement their style.
With the knee, take it inside. With a flush inside.
Check out this stat. Apart from the Cavaliers, the Mavericks are the only team with 2 players in the top 15 for dunks made all season. This just adds to the excitement of watching the Mavericks. Not only do they have 2 players who could dominate from anywhere on the court, but they also have 2 incredible lob threats at their disposal at any time.
And here's Gafford. Welcome to Dallas, big fella.
Derek Lively, a 7'1" center fresh from the 2023 draft, and Daniel Gafford, a 6'10" center picked up midseason from the Washington Wizards. With these 2, not only do we get top-tier one-on-one play, but we also get a taste of Lob City in action. Tell me this isn't exciting.
Don't look like they have him here. Another lob! It's Lob City, Texas style.
You know, in NBA discussions, there's always a buzz around the biggest what-ifs. Like, what if Tracy McGrady had stayed with Vince Carter in Toronto? What if a younger Steve Nash had teamed up with Kobe on the Lakers? Or what if LeBron had joined forces with the 2008 or 2009 version of D-Wade? But this is exactly what we're witnessing right now, a real-life what-if scenario playing out before our eyes. We've got 2 of the league's best ISO players, both at their peak of their careers and in great health. The team around them is meticulously assembled, ensuring that from top to bottom, it's a solid lineup. And let's not forget their head coach, Jason Kidd, who's so crafty that he once orchestrated a scenario where his own player bumped into him on purpose, spilling ice on the floor just to get a timeout when he had none left. This team isn't just good on paper, it's a brilliantly crafted machine in action. Now, Kidd did get fined for that move, but that's beside the point. Anyway, on top of all this, not only do we get to watch this team in action, we also get to see them compete in what might be the most talented NBA league ever. As of now, they have a 3-2 lead over the Clippers. Again, I gotta knock on wood, but if they move on, they'll face the rising Oklahoma City Thunder, featuring Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a budding J-Dub, and Chet Holmgren, who's known as Wembanyama's arch nemesis. If they get past them, they'll take on the winner of the Nuggets versus Timberwolves series, and if they somehow clear that hurdle, they're likely to face the Celtics unless there's a major upset in the East. Then next year, Wembanyama will be a bigger name and more teams will be on the rise, and there's even talk of a new super team forming with Steph, LeBron, and KD. So we'll get to see how this experiment goes up against the most talented competition the NBA has ever rostered.
The step back three, you bet!
It's a great time to be a basketball fan, a great time. But at the same time, the truth is the NBA will never be the same again. It's a sad fact, but that's the absolute truth. I mean, you see this picture of LeBron James. This practically screams the NBA will never be the same again. And if you're wondering what the heck I mean, then you got to click on this video here for the whole story.